What is going on, my fellow YouTubians? Today on the Royal Comics channel, we will be reviewing The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the sequel to the movie The Amazing Spider-Man, as you might imagine. Not a lot of people get that question right, but it's whatever. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 stars Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone, Jamie Foxx, Dane DeHaan, and Paul Giamatti. I thought the name was worth mentioning. But anyway, let's just jump right into this with the review. Now, the movie itself was, visually, yes, it was fantastic. Story-wise, yes, it was great. Character-wise, I feel at times it was a bit overloaded with a few subplots that didn't necessarily need to be there. But this movie did an exceptional job at telling a story. It was a fantastic movie visually. Andrew Garfield nailed it as Spider-Man. Jamie Foxx, he's a good actor, and Max Dillon he just nailed it. And now Dane DeHaan as Harry Osborn. This is one of the performances that I didn't necessarily like in this film, because he seemed like, to me, he tried a bit too hard at times, and I just didn't necessarily see, like, Harry Osborn is what's that word? A prestigious character. Let's go with that. That might be the word. Prestigious character to the Spider-Man storyline, any storyline. And why didn't they introduce him in the first one? I will never understand. But in this movie, he kind of went from Harry Osborn to Green Goblin just like that. And we didn't really get to see him develop as a character from going good to bad. We kind of got a relationship between him and Spider-Man, Peter Parker. We kind of saw that relationship a bit, how they were best friends and at times. But I feel like that was a bit forced, even though, like, in the comics they are best friends and stuff. In the movie, it felt a bit forced because Dane DeHaan, and as he pulls it off in this movie, he looks like a villain. Anyway, I just didn't think it fit well right there. But the movie, that's probably about the only thing I had with the movie, and the timing. It drug on for is a bit long. When I start checking my time on my phone, you know it's a long movie. It's a 2-hour movie. Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises was longer than this movie, but I just felt like some of the scenes didn't necessarily need to be there. I felt like that Andrew Garfield and Dane DeHaan didn't necessarily have good chemistry together. Now, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, great chemistry. Andrew Garfield and Jamie Foxx, great chemistry. It all looks good. It all looks good except for Dane DeHaan. And then anyone else. There was even a scene in an elevator, not a spoiler at all, where Emma Stone and Jamie Foxx are talking. They're at Oscorp. They're sitting there talking back and forth, and they had great chemistry together. Better chemistry than I could say with all the other characters. But I felt that was only like a 4 or 5 minute scene, but it was great. I felt like it was an actual everyday conversation. None of the lines felt like they were scripted, just like some of Dane DeHaan's lines. But other than that, I'm gonna stop ragging on this movie and tell you how amazing the visual effects are. And the story is great. The spider costume, I'm not necessarily a big fan of the new spider costume. I like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 costume, except for the yellow eyes. Not the yellow eyes didn't really do it for me, but the costume was great. I kind of wish they'd showed how he got a new costume in this one, but it was a great movie. And Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is worth watching 3 or 4 times in theaters, and when you get it on Blu-ray, to watch it more times. This movie didn't really pull the bomb for me. It was close. It was just DeHaan's performance. It felt forced. The lines felt scripted and stuff, but it's whatever. It's whatever. So tell me what you think of Spider-Man. Tell me what you think. What you think the next movie, how Days of Future Past and Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna do, and. Just please rate, subscribe, comment, And yeah, talk to you later.